this?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Is it good?
Yeah.
All right. So this is my second time coming up here, and I'm going to talk about birth of a parent. Even from like a small age, I always thought that I would become a mom. Growing up in my small village back in Turkey, over the summers, I would always invite the neighborhood kids to our yard and just, play with them when their parents are working in the farm. I would prepare them snacks. I would organize games because I was the older one. And even at times, I would give them baths in our bathtub because we were the only house with the bathtub. We just got a bathtub, so the kids were crazy about it. Nothing creepy, okay? Usually the parents were there when they were taking baths. Anyways, I just had a profound love for children. Going to high school, I would always stop any parent with a kid and try to hug their babies. And again, I did not know how weird that was until I came over to US. So I came over here in 2001. I married my ex-husband. I thought after maybe a couple of years getting to know each other, we would become parents, but he had different ideas. He thought that we were fighting more than usual. He never saw his parents fight, even though in the short time I knew his parents, they fought in front of me. They yelled at each other, they said angry words, so I was like, are you sure? I mean, we can't probably wait until we are not fighting. So anyways, we were both in grad school, so I said, okay, give it some time. And then we moved to Athens. We were getting older. His brothers married by then. They started having kids. Even one of his older brother, they actually had to, get some IVF treatment. So he was getting worried. Oh my God, what if we don't have kids? So I think we got careless and I was pregnant. We had our boy back in 2009, and we, I guess, thought maybe, the baby will make our marriage better, which doesn't work. So my husband never really liked children. He never imagined himself. I guess he was not ready to become a parent. There was one instance I remember very vividly. Our son was 3 weeks old. We were at a Thanksgiving party, and one of his coworkers just grabbed our baby, cradled him in one hand, and then he had his drink in the other, and my ex was looking at him like, how do you do that? I didn't even hold him. It's been 3 weeks, but he was really scared, as if he's gonna break this baby. There was another time where we were at a birthday party, and we're all kind of talking. Parents are talking to each other, playing with the kids, and he was looking after our son, when all of a sudden, everyone's attention turns to one corner where our son is on a trike and going down the hill towards a concrete flower pot. And my husband is looking and smiling. And every parent is like, so he didn't really, I think, have the instincts, I would say, but I'm not here to bash my ex. I gave it away. We got divorced, and I feel like he really learned as our son got older and as he had more responsibility. I think he learned how to be a better father. And he's married now. I am really thankful that, my son's stepmother is a lovely person. Our communication as co-parents have evolved, so I'm really appreciative of that. There's no recipe book, no directions, no guidelines when you become a parent. And you can't really figure out what's going to happen, right? I remember when I was getting ready to, give birth at the hospital, and I had everything planned, and I was going to have like a natural birth, no drugs, nothing, and then my birth was not progressing, and my wonderful doula was like trying to kind of console me, because I was like, I failed, I'm not gonna be a good mom. And she was like, listen, you're doing everything right, you're a great mom, you go with what happens. You can't really predict sometimes, or you can't control. So I think as I move towards my journey in parenthood, I'm kind of embracing that. That's why I said, be patient. Sometimes we try to rush things, or we try to control, and we have all seen that we really can't control sometimes. I don't want to kind of dampen the mood, but as I was preparing my kind of story, I kind of thought about what happened at Appalachia, and as a parent of a school-age kid, you always have that in the back of your mind. But I want to just stress that we have an upcoming election. Mm-hmm. We all have one vote, and we want to remind our leaders that they have to care and protect our children as each parent protect their children. Thank you so much.